Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A spirited rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The fans getting into it. You can feel the anticipation building. We'll be right back. And this is the right era for Jaren Jackson Jr., Candace. Teams are searching for big men who do what he does.
Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a force. I mean, he can shoot, he can pass, he can stretch the defense, he can put it on the floor. I think the biggest thing with him is health. He's got to get in that weight room, he's got to get his body right.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. The core of the dynasty all out there. Splash Brothers in the backcourt with Draymond at 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney. Now here's Looney. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Thompson passes to Curry. Drops in the 3.
Sometimes that shot feels like the equivalent of a layup, but it's 3 points for Curry instead of 2.
Morant finds Adams. And here is Williams. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Curry against Morant. Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Over Williams. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup. Well, it feels like it's just a matter of time before a team hires a woman to be their head coach. Candace, how monumental an occasion will that be in your mind?
I think it'll be huge, but it'll be huge in the steps of how it will trickle down to other avenues of life. I think it's so important for everyone to view women as capable leaders. And so the moment that step is taken, there's going to be so many more organizations and companies that hire women because the NBA did.
Is that something Candace Parker would pursue?
I lack patience, so I can't coach. I'm going to be over here with you, BA.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Wiggins, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it's Morant off the drive. It's tipped.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Green. Here's Thompson. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Curry against Morant. Over Curry. Morant, no good.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Well, Candace, what a sensation Ja Morant was when he came into the league. Even though he was the number 2 pick behind Zion Williamson, he wasn't on everybody's radar.
And this just proves to the kids out there, go where you want to go. It doesn't matter if you're in a Power 5 or a small-time university. You know, you're going to be found, and the cream always rises to the top.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Bane. Now Jackson. Green covering. Will it go? And it's finished off inside by Jackson.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Outside, Green. Out to Thompson. Wiggins for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Wiggins got 7.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Moran off the drive. He gets it in there. And you look at athletes getting involved and making their voices heard on justice and equality, Candace. The WNBA has been on the front lines. Can you speak to that?
Yes, the WNBA has been on the front lines and, you know, just proud to represent this league, a league that stands for equality. We are a league of all women, 80% African American, just down the line. And so we like to pride ourselves on being the voice for the voiceless.
Never afraid to speak up. It's always been the case in the WNBA. Now here's Jackson. He played a great game against the Lakers. Pass to Adams. Here's Bain. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Thompson pulls it in.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Green's got his second bucket on the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Memphis trailing here. Timeout called. Memphis. Going with a new group. Well, Candace, one area where the WNBA has dominated the NBA, free throw percentage.
Yes, you know, I think that it definitely comes down to our bigs being able to stretch the floor. I don't know whether that has anything to do with playing overseas, but we practiced a lot of free throws during our career.
Now here's Anderson, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's Lee. Melton covers. Now Poole. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Outside, Anderson. Tillman with a screen. Anderson for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Wow, Anderson still has that little hitch in his jumper, but nice work off the catch and shoot.
Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Poole, the pass to Porter. Bielitsa outside. Here's Kuminga. Anderson covers. Nice D from Anderson.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Pass to Tillman. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
His first personal foul.
It's going to be on Nemanja Bielitsa.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second one. 11 seconds left in the first. Poole outside. Pass to Lee from deep. No luck on that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
On the floor for the Warriors, the core of the dynasty all out there. Splash Brothers in the backcourt with Draymond at 4. Kevon Looney is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Melton passes to Morant. Anderson with a screen on Curry. Morant, no good. Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. It's so wonderful to see the growth of the WNBA, engaging new fans and sponsors. Candace, how does the league continue that ascent, you think?
I think the WNBA has to continue to do things different. We are a different game than the NBA, and we can't always use the NBA's blueprint as ours. So I think we need to continue to push that and, open up more doors for ourselves.
Good point.
Klay Thompson.
And taking a peek at the 2K leaderboard. These small forwards have been unstoppable over the past month. Andrew Wiggins, third.
These guys do as much damage with their defense as they do with their offense. I mean, they can swoop in for the steal anywhere on the floor.
They're not just great on-the-ball defenders. These are players who get in the passing lanes, they double team, and they love harassing guys in the paint.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Right wing. Outside Curry. Green, a screen, and that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Williams is checked in for Melton.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, Zaire Williams.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Bain. Now here's Jackson. He's defended by Looney. Jackson down low. Looney's there. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Thompson with it from deep three-point range. Williams grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
I think part of what makes the Grizzlies so exciting is how youthful this squad is. Would you agree, Candace?
I agree. I think it's their youthfulness, but I also think it's their desire and their drive and the culture that they have set. You have guys that are super young that want to play with Ja Morant. And when you have that in a young superstar, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, this is definitely an organization with a plan moving forward. Here's Thompson. The Grizzlies making their last shot. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Morant into the lane. Counted. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Curry against Morant. Pass to Thompson from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With the quickness of Morant's first step, I just don't know how you stay in front of him.
The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Curry against Morant. Curry passes to Wiggins. Well, Candace, for one of the most durable players in the league, the last couple of years have to be especially frustrating for Klay Thompson. You dealt with your share of injuries. It is great to see him back.
It is great to see Klay Thompson back out there shooting that thing. It's got to be frustrating for him in the past to love basketball as much as he does and not be able to play.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. Green for 3. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Adams checked in for Memphis. And Golden State also making a switch. Iguodala's checked in. Adams inside. Pounded by Wiggins. Adams, shot's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Iguodala outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Memphis. Thompson fires from way outside. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in San Francisco when they faced the Warriors.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
On the wing, Bain, defended by Thompson. Shot clock at 2. And here's Clark for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. All right, Candace, always great to have you on the broadcast. Hope you can come back real soon. We'll save a spot for you.
Oh, I'm going to hold you to that, VA. I'm going to hold you. Thanks so much for having me.
Candace is a special talent, and she puts in the work.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Anderson's checked in for Clark. Conchar comes in for Williams. Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Bielitsa is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. Lee, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Poole in for Curry. And he's one of those stat sheet stuffers. Kyle Anderson at 6'9" gives you rebounding, playmaking, Grant, a little bit of everything.
I mean, the combination of size with skill is what makes him special. And his wingspan helps him impact the game in so many ways. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Jones. Adams a screen. Jones drives in, lays it up and banks it in.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Iguodala. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lee. Here's Kuminga. From downtown. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
From deep three-point range. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Warriors on top, they lead by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker, he's done a great job moving the ball around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bain is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Oh, Green with a block.
He's a tremendous defender. Draymond Green all over that shot.
This for the tie. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 4 rebounds in the game. Up top, Wiggins. Williams defending. And here's Curry for 3. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 11. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, BA, I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
Shot's good by Thompson.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Morant against Curry. Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
The Warriors leading. Curry with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Looney. Green with the ball. From outside, off the mark. Here's Bain. Morant with it, now guarded by Curry. Baseline try. Morant, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Fires, high post. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Green. And that one falls for Curry.
Kevon Looney, a coach's delight, does all the little things, helps solidify a unit on the floor.
Pass to Williams. Here's Tillman, averaging around 5 points a game. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Looney's also versatile enough to start or come off the bench.
Reason why, he's very unselfish. Great efficient player, and he's very smart. Fits in with any unit that is out there on the floor with him.
Moran against Porter. Now here's Jackson. Not a lot of room.
Great anticipation from Steph Curry and beautiful timing on that play.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Curry. Curry draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Looney.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Payne. And he gets the bucket. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Curry. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
He's been a steady presence here.
Anderson's checked in for Jackson. Conchar comes in for Williams. Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Bielitsa is checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. Lee, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Porter. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Anderson passes to Melton. Back to Anderson. Tillman with a screen. And again, Memphis no good. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Lee. Poole outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul.
And now look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Clark has checked in for Tillman. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Bielitsa. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Poole against Melton. Back to Bielitsa. Pass to Porter from deep. Clark grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Anderson. That shot, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Now Bielitsa. Here's Kuminga. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Poole with the ball. And Melton picks him up defensively. Outside, Anderson. Shot to end the cold streak. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Anderson's got 8 points.
The 7'2" wingspan, Kyle Anderson relies on that and his anticipation skills leads to second chance points.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Good start, fellas. Clay, your cutting is awesome. Your movement without the ball is brilliant. Great stuff.
Complimenting the motion. Steve Kerr likes how his offense is running right now.
Yeah, when the players in the ball never seem to stop, it prevents the defense from getting set and digging in.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Andre Iguodala out there with Green. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position.
First team foul.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Curry. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Curry against Morant. Pass to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Iguodala sets a screen. Curry with it. Jackson in his pocket. Basket's good. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Outside Morant. And here's Adams. From 11 feet away, rebounded by Green.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
Curry passes to Green. The 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Adams. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Stolen by Wiggins. Curry passes to Thompson. Wiggins for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Jackson with it. Picked up by Iguodala. Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jackson with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Anderson. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Anderson against Wiggins. Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. Hits the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 13.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand.
For Memphis, Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Curry against Morant. Curry goes in. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Knifing inside with force. I love watching Curry attack the D like this.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Driving to the basket. And it's good for 2.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Morant against Curry. Pass to Green. And there's a pick. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he recovers it. Thompson finds Curry. Back to Thompson. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant against Curry. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Williams. Morant's got 8 points here in the quarter. So it's the Warriors now. Left side Curry. Shoots over Morant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Curry with it. Guarded now by Williams. Curry draws the double. Green for 3. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Williams passes to Morant. From the stripe. And it's Morant again missing.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. Yep, that one's good. Morant's got 12 points in just the second half.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Here's Curry. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Thompson, that's good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
58 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And the Grizzlies call time here. They're There's 53 seconds left in the 4th. There's Jackson with the 3, and it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Adams with the block.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Now here's Morant from deep 3-point range. Kept alive. There's Jackson with the 3. With the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Williams from long range. And so it's Golden State winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. Now our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.